Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to our 19th annual Celebrate Business Awards in honor of Lincoln businesses to their contribution to our community. I'm Wendy Birdsall. I'm the president of the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, and let me tell you, I am very excited to be here. I know many of you have heard me say in many different situations, what a great time to be in Lincoln, Nebraska. I cannot think of a better moment in time to celebrate our business when so much is going on in our community. We really have some exciting business achievements to celebrate with you today, but we're going to start with the national anthem. Eddie Brown is going to sing it for us today. He is the lead singer with 402. He's a farmer's insurance agent, and you guessed it, he's a Lincoln Chamber of Commerce member. Help me welcome Eddie Brown. Where is Eddie Brown?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Eddie, where's 402 going to be playing next? That was awesome. Thank you. In Lincoln, October 21st. Thank you very much. I'm sure it will be on our website for those of you that want to catch up with him. I also need to remember to exit to the left over here and not stand in front of the American flag. That was a little intimidating. Anyway, you know, this truly is one of my favorite events because it's a great time to look back at the year's achievements by all the accomplishments of Lincoln businesses and their contributions they've made. And this year, you know, every year we end this and I go, how can we possibly top last year's event? But here we are again, and it's even better than the last year. And let me mention a few statistics to you about Lincoln. You probably read in the paper that our unemployment rate just dropped to 3%. The national average is 6.1%. So we have a lot to celebrate there. You know, housing has picked up. Our partners at the home builders have seen an increase in building permits, and our partners at the Real Estate Association tell us that there are strong sales of existing homes. Our business expansion and retention surveys show other positive trends with regard to Lincoln. Total sales, market share, international sales are all increasing. And Lincoln's job numbers are at near record levels, with over 3,000 jobs available today than were available last year. That's outstanding. Give yourself a round of applause. I would also mention from our business surveys that 42 of the 77 businesses that were interviewed last year have plans to grow and invest in our community to the tune of over $100 million, and plan to add 800 plus jobs in the next 3 years. And we feel that we are winning the battle in keeping our graduates in Lincoln, so much so that our young professionals group has a record number of paying members at 900, the largest in the group, the largest in the region, and we just came off a very successful Young Professionals Week last week with over 1,200 young professionals attending all of those events. Something to be celebrated, and we're very excited about that. But it's thanks to all of you here. It's thanks to your corporate contributions, your stewardships, and all of that deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop now and allow the Cornhusker to serve lunch. As you can see, we're in newly renovated digs here. You are also going to be treated to some new menu items today, so we're very excited to be trying that out on all of you. Thanks for being our guinea pigs. Enjoy your lunch. I'll be back. Ready? I want to ask, I know many of you have just been served. I want you to continue to enjoy the lunch, and I don't know about you, but I enjoy being a guinea pig. That was awesome. I would like to once again thank the Cornhusker for their hospitality today and in hosting us. I'd like to take a moment and recognize all of our elected officials who have joined us here today. Would you please stand and be recognized and help me thank them for their service to our community? Thank you. I'd also like to call your attention to the banners behind me. These banners represent the trustee members of the Chamber of Commerce. Without their investment, we could not do events such as these. Would you please help me thank them? I'd also like to recognize this year's chairman of the board, John Miles. Would you please stand? John is a partner with the Klein Williams Law Firm. I'd also like to ask that our entire board of directors with the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, both past and present, please stand and be recognized. But most importantly, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your membership in the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. Your investment in our organization enables us to do what we do to make Lincoln the best place to do business in the country. We're also honored to have the mayor joining us today. Growing Lincoln to become a vibrant community and to be an incredible place that it is right now requires a partnership. It requires the efforts of many, but it also requires a good partnership between the business community and the city, and we have a true partner with Mayor Beitler. We truly appreciate his leadership in moving our community forward. Please help me welcome Chris Beitler to the podium.
Well, good afternoon to you all, and welcome to this great celebration. This is one of the celebrations that I look forward to most of all, I think because it's storytelling time, and there are always a series of great stories. But I do want to thank you all also for being here today. It's fun to look back on Lincoln in the not-too-distant past when this event, this is the 19th annual event, first took place in the mid-1990s. This was a very, very different place. The Antelope Valley Advisory Committee had just met for the first time, and it would be years before they even broke ground on that visionary project. South Point Pavilions back at that time was still 2 years away from opening. On the more personal level, Tom Lorenz at that point in time was just starting his new job as assistant general manager at Pershing. And I think Paul and Stephanie at Bulu Box and many of the folks making beer at Zipline were probably still in high school at that point in time. So Lincoln has taken some huge steps in the last 2 decades, and especially in the last few years. And and I'm sure we would all agree we're living in an historic time here in our city. The rapid development of Pinnacle Bank Arena and the West Haymarket has helped strengthen our national reputation as a place where big things can happen. And our business community continues to lead the way. Lincoln has been ranked as a top place for entrepreneurs and a great place to start a second career in the retirement area. That kind of recognition doesn't just happen. It requires hard work, and it requires sacrifice and a can-do attitude. Forbes has ranked Lincoln as the 6th best city for business and careers. That's the 6th straight year that we've been in the top 8 in that category. The real estate website says Lincoln is the 4th best place for professional women. And you may have read in the paper today that the crime rate in Lincoln is down a whopping 8% from last year. So everything is going well. Even in the quality of life area, the business community has stepped up to the plate again, helping out our nonprofit sector, our foundations, our healthcare institutions, and our educational institutions. They've all benefited greatly from those businesses who give back to the community and those who encourage their employees to become active in helping others achieve their dreams. We are also very fortunate, and I think I can say this quite objectively, to have one of the great chambers of commerce in the nation at this point in time. And I too have enormously appreciated the great partnership that has existed between the city and the chamber. And I too was especially taken with the Young Professionals Conference the other day, because if you had been there, you certainly would be believing at this point in time that the city is going to be in great hands in a few short years. And as we celebrate our city's business success today, we do also need to remember the challenges ahead. Our community discussion on funding infrastructure and on improving public safety continues. The Lincoln Vital Signs Report also reminds us that not absolutely everything is well in the community, and there are people struggling in this community. And of course, global warming, which will affect us all, continues to loom on the horizon. But this community is known for working together and finding consensus to tackle all the big issues. So I'm confident that we will continue to build on our record of success and continue to move the community forward. So thank you all again for being here. Thank you all for what you do for your employees and for your community, and best wishes for another year of success going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I also want to take a minute before we get our program started and thank Three Pillars Media. Matt, would you please stand? Thank you, Matt, for the work that you've done today. You're about to see the work that he did. He put together some incredible videos to tell the story of these winners, and we're very pleased with the way they turned out, so thank you very much for what you did. I'd now like to introduce the guy that's going to make this show rock. Right, Aaron? Are you awake over there? Somebody nudge him. Many of you are very familiar with Aaron Davis. You've seen his inspirational programs. His word and his programs have touched so many across the country. In fact, over 1 million people have heard one of his programs, and they are truly inspirational if you've never listened to Aaron. But many of you know Aaron from his days as a Nebraska Cornhusker, right? He played on the 1994 National Championship football team. That's incredible. Aaron, was that the last time we won? Oh, no, 97, sorry. Nope, sorry. I can't give you all the credit for that, right? I'm going to have him come up here because I'm sure he can regale us about all of his experiences as a Nebraska Cornhusker. He's going to inspire us today, and he will entertain us today. Aaron, please join me.
I always say on the road, especially when I'm in Lincoln, when Wendy was saying he was an integral part of the championship, if you remember me playing football for Nebraska, you need therapy. All right? And you need a lot of it. You know, Saturdays for me was a day of rest, reflection, and healing. You know, we had our reunion 2 weeks ago. Actually, last Saturday we ran on the field. And it's amazing how many of those black shirts have slowed down. So I was kind of hitting guys for the sake of getting back at them, if you would. You know, it's perspective to be here this afternoon. We're going to have a great time this afternoon. And it's always fun to be right here in Lincoln and to share and to see the development that's going on and all the advancements that Lincoln's taking place. And the more that I travel, the more I appreciate coming back to Lincoln. I love coming back from our airport because in Lincoln you can actually talk to someone and they will respond back, you know, without putting their hand on their weapon or something of that nature. So it is good to be back here in Lincoln. It's good to see all your faces. And before we go any further, though, she was not like this, but I want Wendy and the whole team for the chamber to please stand up. All of those from the chamber, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Yes, please stand up. Right there, you two. Absolutely. It's rare, and I've done a lot of these chambers events, and it's rare that you find a chamber that really gets behind their city the way that Wendy and her team does. And I don't say Wendy and her staff. I don't like that word staff. It's like a staph infection or something like that. You know, I like the term teammates because Wendy will tell you she couldn't do this by herself, and it takes everybody to do it. So again, let's just keep them in our thoughts and appreciation what they do. Well, this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to celebrate business success, and there's been a lot of it. For more than a century, the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce has proudly been Lincoln's principal business advocate and catalyst in promoting retention and expansion of businesses here in Lincoln. Chamber members are as diverse as the city itself. The Lincoln Chamber of Commerce is shaping Lincoln's dynamic business environment and making the city the place to live and to work. Your chamber can be heard in all sectors of the community, from business to government, and this collective voice is much stronger than one. Today we join together with all the members of Chamber to celebrate business. And before I announce our first award, I want to again, let's give Eddie Brown a huge round of applause on the national anthem that he sung today. Absolutely. It's weird seeing Eddie because we grew up together, but he would always sing in the backyard. We'd tell him to shut up, you know. And now he gets paid to do it, I guess. I guess we should have told you to keep singing or something. I don't know. We have 8 awards today, and this includes Small Business of the Year, Manufacturer of the Year, the Green Business of the Year, Entrepreneurial Spirit Award, the Tourism Development Award, the Cornerstone Award, the Roger T. Larson Community Builder Award, the Barnum Yates Citizenship Award. I invite the mayor to come on up with us, please, again, and Wendy to come on up. And let's give our mayor a huge round of applause as well. Mayor Beitler, appreciate you, buddy. You gonna make it, Mayor? Every time I see the mayor, I'm gonna just rub his cheeks all the time, man. I just don't know if that was like politically correct or whatever. So he just touched the mayor's cheeks, you know.
There'll be another time.
The Small Business of the Year Award is intended to honor the business which best exemplifies the spirit of free enterprise in Lincoln. Small businesses make up a majority of companies located in Lincoln. Their growth and prosperity results of their dedication to the community. This year's outstanding Small Business of the Year is Zipline Brewing Company. Accepting the award is James Galentine, co-owner, and also fellow co-owner Tom Wilmoth. Please hold our applause until the end of the video as they receive their awards.
Hi, my name is Marcus Powers. I'm the co-founder and head brewer at Zipline Brewing Company here in Lincoln. Here for the Small Business of the Year Award, which we're ecstatic to receive. I have to throw out my initial thanks to my 2 partners, Tom Wilmoth and James Galentine. The 3 of us have spent many, many long days and nights planning this operation. We started planning it back as early as 2011 and took the plunge in 2012. We had production start rolling in November 2012. The first beer we rolled out to the market was our oatmeal porter, which flanks me behind me. It was taken on by Lincolnites and basically became a cult favorite around town, which is great. We can't survive in the craft brewing industry today without phenomenal local support from our community. Since then, we've added many other varieties to the lineup and have seen our because of the many hours we've put in over the time, the last 2 years, we have to go to our spouses, our families, our kids. They've been really patient with us as we've gone through this process and let us kind of build this as a lasting business in Lincoln. Have grown, basically in Nebraska, primarily in Lincoln, Omaha, and the Tri-Cities area, and that continues to be the huge bulk of our beer sales continue to be in Nebraska. With that, I will thank everybody in the community. I really appreciate your support. I look forward to giving you more exciting things in the years to come, and look forward to having a beer with you. Thanks. I understand they're going to have free samples in the lobby after the conclusion of service. They're like, and he's such a liar. Our next award honors the Manufacturer of the Year. Manufacturing is a key component of Lincoln, the economy, and creates positive impacts throughout the region. Local manufacturers produce goods sold throughout the world and bring quality jobs to the Lincoln area residents. The 2014 Manufacturer of the Year award goes to Hexagon Lincoln. Accepting the award is Dave Albrecht, Quality Manager, and also HR Director Christine Lawrence. The Green Business of the Year award honors a business that incorporates sustainable design and energy-efficient buildings to create environmentally responsible business. The winner of the Green Business of the Year goes to South Iron and Metal Company. Accepting the award is Jason Latsky, Executive Vice President.
Hi, my name is Kara Kugler, and I'm the Senior Account Representative for State Off Iron and Metal. I started here 15 years ago in Lincoln, and we started with about 3 employees, and we've grown to over 20 at this point. Started in a little operation with about 6 acres and 1 customer, and we have helped our customers over the years through quality and environmental control to help them stay green as well as our own forward to working towards zero waste and sustainability and partnering with the community and moving forward together.
The Entrepreneurial Spirit Award recognizes a company that exemplifies creativity and the development of Enterprise Lincoln. This year's award recipient is a guy I've known for a long time, since he was just a little guy, and we'd work out together over at Prairie Life Club. And we would sit and talk for hours about what he was going to do, and now he's doing it. The winner of the Entrepreneurial Spirit Award goes to the Bulu Box. Accepting the award is Paul and Stephanie Jarrett.
Hi, this is Paul Jarrett with Blue Box. First, before I start, I wanted to tell everybody what Blue Box is. Because even though we started in Lincoln, I have a lot of people ask me what the heck is a Blue Box. So this is a Blue Box for a $10 monthly subscription. Subscribers can get one of these, and it contains 4 to 5 premium healthy supplements, snacks, samples, etc. After that, what they do is they fill out surveys about these products. We take that information, we give it back to the brands that sample so they can make their products better. So brands really love us for that. But as a subscriber, every time that somebody fills out a survey about one of these samples, you can earn rewards points back. And then use those points as discounts off of full-size products on our website. So get a sample one of these, try all these awesome products, and then get a discount when you want to make a full-size purchase. So that's really quick how Blue Box works. We started the company in San Francisco. We relocated the company to Lincoln, Nebraska, which is my hometown. All but one employee is from the University of Nebraska. So everybody back there, where's everybody? They're all local people. We actually have a few that have turned down job offers from other places, other states, and kept them here. I think one of the greatest parts about starting a company here in Lincoln is the entrepreneurial kind of startup movement going on. So it's really great, and we're very thankful for this Entrepreneurial Spirit Award. And that really, if anything, motivates us to continue to reach out to the local startup community in any way that we can help everybody just starting out, because I know that's the scariest thing in the world, is just starting a company. And if we can work with those startups and continue to grow the ecosystem, that's pretty special. So this award means a ton to us. And if anything, it just continues that motivation and puts a little fuel on the fire for us to keep doing what we're doing. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Paul, it's like a hybrid between Chewbacca and like Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's it works. I've known him since I can call him PJ since he was a kid. I know his parents are extremely proud, and we are as well. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, the Tourism Development Award, is intended to honor an organization that has had a positive economic impact in our great city, as well as played an integral role in increasing tourism in Lincoln. This year, Tourism Development Award goes to the Lead Center for Performing Arts. Accepting this award is Bill Steffen, Executive Director.
I'm Bill Steffen, Executive Director of the Lead Center for Performing Arts at the University of Nebraska, and I'm thrilled to be accepting this award on behalf of the Lead Center for Tourism. The Lead Center is one of the major tourist attractions in Nebraska, bringing people to the state as well as to Lincoln. People from all over the world come to the Lead Center for many events all through the year. They come from all across Nebraska, all over the world, including for the International Thespian Festival. But they also come to our performances that happen in music, theater, and dance. As a tourist attraction here in Lincoln, we are thrilled to partner with the local hotels and restaurants and bringing economic development to our city. We would like to thank the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce for recognizing the Lead Center's contribution to tourism. We'd also like to thank our hotel partners and our restaurant partners, all of our patrons, as well as Lancaster County, who's invested The Lead Center celebrates 25 years this year, and every year we have an exceptional season. This year we're bringing iconic artists in every single art form, from Wynton Marsalis and Yo-Yo Ma to Alvin Ailey and Swan Lake from the Kennedy Center. It's a tremendous season, something for everyone. Big Broadway, just so many great shows, and we hope that you'll come and enjoy yourself and experience the arts at its finest.
It's hard to believe that LEAD has been there for 25 years already, and there's been some amazing shows that we've been fortunate to see. This year's Cornerstone Award is given each year to Lincoln business whose civic leadership has been shown through the giving of time, talent, and resources to the betterment of our community. This award is intended to honor the outstanding business of the year in Lincoln. Accepting the 2014 Cornerstone Award today is John Olson, Senior Vice President from Olson Associates.
Hi, my name is Brad Strickmeyer. I'm the president of Olson Associates. I've been with the firm for about 18 years. And I'm a civil engineer. Started working for the firm when I was a student at the University of Nebraska. And I've been here ever since and enjoyed every minute of it. So Olson Associates is a nationally recognized design firm. And what we do is we help clients with their utility projects, with their road projects, with their site development projects, really anything that involves infrastructure from the ground up. So we've always been proud to be in Lincoln, and we've got such a fantastic group of people that we're able to draw from the community of experienced professionals. The University of Nebraska is a key element for us. And with that base here in Lincoln, we've always been able to bring people in and around Lincoln, move them throughout our organization, and really they are able to excel for Olson Associates in whatever they choose to do and whatever location they end up in. We've got a long history of great projects in Lincoln with some really great clients, and very notable for us over the years is the Antelope Valley redevelopment project and transformation of major downtown areas into usable, functional property for the city and for all the patrons, all the citizens of the city. We've also been really proud more recently to work on the Haymarket project and West Haymarket redevelopment, which we're obviously proud to be here. We've now just moved into a new facility right smack dab in the middle, and it's exciting for us and our employees to be in a project that we work so hard on. So I'd like to thank the Chamber for this award, and also thank our great people who make it all possible here at Olson Associates through their hard work and dedication and their work with the clients and all the stuff that they do that makes this possible. So we thank the Chamber, we thank the community, and we thank our employees.
The Roger T. Larson Community Builder Award is given each year to an exceptional candidate whose proven leadership and influence has shaped the Lincoln community. Through their civic leadership, involvement, and contributions, this person has changed Lincoln for generations to come. This year's special significance with Roger's passing and Roger's legacy and presence in the Lincoln community remains with us still. The Lincoln community has benefited greatly from the service of the person I'm about to present to you. We are honored to announce this year's winner of the Roger T. Larson Community Builder Award, Tom Lorenz.
My name is Tom Lorenz. I'm here with Pinnacle Bank Arena. I work with SMG, and I'm very, very honored to be the recipient of the Roger T. Larson Award this year. I knew Roger personally, and what a great influence he was on me and so many people throughout Lincoln. Roger was a mentor to all of us, and he was always accessible, and he was the biggest cheerleader for Lincoln. And so again, I'm very honored and humbled to even be mentioned in the same sentence as Roger. So many people to thank for this. I'd like to thank the Chamber, Wendy Birdsall, CBB, Jeff Mall, and all of their staff. The people that really helped make this project happen were Don Hers with the city and did all the financial planning. We had DLR and the architects, AC Sports, Mortensen Construction. The mayor's office and several mayors worked together on this and moved their part forward as we went through the process. And this was a long, long process. We get to work with the university. We get to work with John Eichhorst and Dr. Tom Osborne and Mark Bain and all the wonderful people at the university.
part of this iconic building that will serve Nebraska for years and years to come has been an honor, and I'm very, very honored to receive this award. And thank you so much. Thank you, Lincoln, for making this a great place to live. And I can't say enough. This is a tremendous place, and my family and I thank you for accepting us and making this our home.
You know, seeing Tom Lorenz mention Coach Osborne and Big Paul over there, I think about when I was working out. It's about 3-4 years ago, and I was too bulky for some reason, and Coach Osborne jogged by, and he looked at me. And he says, AD, if you would have looked like this, you may have played a little bit. And then he just kept jogging, didn't say another word through the whole thing, so I don't know. But he mentioned, again, congratulations to you, Tom. Burnham Yates was passionately committed to his hometown, which is our next award. A community leader and a believer in private enterprise, he championed countless projects to benefit Lincoln. The Burnham Yates Citizenship Award recognized an individual's comprehensive business achievements in the city of Lincoln. As you'll see in a moment, the community as a whole has greatly benefited from his continual civic efforts. Tom Henning personifies community leadership and is this year's recipient of the Burnham Yates Citizenship Award.
Hi, I'm Tom Henning, President and CEO of Assurity Life Insurance Company. In 2015, Assurity is going to be celebrating its 125th year. Assurity and its predecessor companies were founded in small towns in Nebraska in the late 1890s. In the late 1890s and early 1900s, all three companies that formed Assurity Life moved to Lincoln. I'm pleased that our company's senior leadership and board of directors since the 1890s have provided leadership to a variety of civic and charitable organizations in our community, including the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, University of Nebraska, Nebraska Wesleyan University, United Way, Junior Achievement, and a host of others. I'm honored to be able to carry on this legacy of service to our community. Over the years, I've had the good fortune to be involved in many organizations in Lincoln, including Bryan Health Systems, the University of Nebraska Foundation, the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, the Lincoln Partnership for Economic Development, Innovation Campus, Vision 2015, to name a few. Lincoln is a dynamic community that has accomplished a great deal over the last few years. I feel very fortunate to have had a front row seat to this transformation. I want to express my appreciation to the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce for this award. You honor me more than I deserve. When I was chair of the chamber, we developed the slogan, Life Right in Lincoln. And more, this slogan is becoming a reality for all Lincoln citizens. You need to be sure that those of us in leadership positions are doing everything we can to help take Lincoln to the next level.
If you take a look at your watches, you'll notice something. We're early. And that's always a good thing. I want to thank all of you for joining us here today to celebrate business. I want to thank the Cornhusker for the outstanding meal. If we can give the Cornhusker and their team another huge round of applause. The meal we received. Let's give Matt and his team at Three Pillars another round of applause as well for the great audio and visual. And we want to congratulate our award winners because there's a lot of time and effort that went into the things they did. And because they work hard, our city is a better place to live in. So I believe at the awards banquet, the 5 B's of a good one: be brief, brother, be brief. We'll see you next year. Thank you much.